Hello! Welcome back everyone, it's Alex Subhuman here with United-POP Melbourne. Today we're going to continue on with our song we've been working on for the last 2 weeks. We started off with our 808 bass line, and then last week we had our kind of strange bass lead we added in over the drop. Today I want to take a look at making some chords for our verses and or breakdowns, and I want to show you guys a technique which I've been enjoying lately, which is making it sound rubbish. I'm serious. It's about making something a little bit too perfect sound much more natural. With a lot of digital processing and synthesizing and also adding in notes via MIDI, we're able to create music which sounds too perfect. And it's actually really boring. When humans play music, we make subtle mistakes. Or we add inflections in places, or we slightly exaggerate certain things, and it creates feeling. And after all, what is music other than expression of feelings? So when we do things a little bit too perfectly, they sound rubbish, mate. And that's not what we want. There are some plugins that you can get which will perfectly mangle up your sound for you. Today though, I'm going to show you how we can achieve a similar effect in Ableton using Ableton's racks. And what's going to go on? I'm going to give you a rack for free. That's right. Check the link below and I'll give you the rack I make today for free. All right, let's do it. All right, everybody, we are back. Let us do some chords. Now, I gotta say my coffee has worn off this morning because I spent the whole morning trying to make leads with CHAT GPT, and it was naff. But I've seen some promising results with some chords, so let's give those a whirl. Hello, Mr. Chat. How are you? Hello. Can you write me some cool chords in D minor for an awesome dark trap / dubstep song, please? Please.
A few moments later. Many minutes later.
Na, 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 na.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And we're back, everybody. Okay, so look, we've just added in a little bit of attack and a little bit of release with this one to make it sound a bit pleasanter. But as you can tell, it's going to get pretty boring pretty quickly. So let's go and create ourselves a little Ableton rack. Things that are going to make this chord sound much more interesting. Distortion. So we'll chuck on some overdrive, dry wet. We can use this little section down here to control which frequency range we're adding the overdrive to. Redistort the low end, whole end. Let's chuck on a little bit of volume variation here. So if we go over to auto pan, if we take away the phase, where are you there? And now we just have basically a tremolator. Adding a little bit of volume shifting up and down. I also want to do the same thing but with pitch. What? We're going to grab an LFO and map this onto our fine tuning. Fine over here. Obviously, it's going to sound like way too much. All right, so take away that depth. Okay, we don't need to be that drastic. Probably not much more than 10 either way. And the rate's going to have to come way down. Go further. You hear there it's kind of bending down. It's too noticeable, so we'll take that depth further down. Remember, if you can hear it happening, it's probably not quite nice. You want it to just be subtly there. You know, we're trying to replicate the old analog feeling. And maybe the pitch of an oscillator isn't quite holding tight, and that actually is sounding quite nice. Other things we might add is a little bit of okay, let's take off the overdrive for now because it's very overpowering. All right, check on some vinyl distortion. We can bring up the volume here. You can hear it just by itself. Yeah, not for now, but something we'll add in later if necessary. Other things we can do, the saturation. So here's our various parts of basically audio destruction. Shift Command G and we'll turn them all into a group. This will make us have a little bit of a rack. How cool is this? So now we've created our group, we can go over here to our macro effects. We can hit map and then we can start selecting some of the parameters in our effects chain to be controlled by macro controls. So we could have mapping. Let's map dry wet to this one. So as we turn this one off, up is the dry wet.
1 hour later.
Okay, so we've basically set ourselves up a bunch of macro controls. Pitch variance. All right. Turn down. Okay, so look, that's a pretty basic little chord progression there. Thank you to Mr. AI. And then we've got some nice destruction on the sound over here, thanks to this little rack, which I'll leave in the link below for you. Cool, guys. All right, that's it for me today. Make sure you check the information below for the link how to grab that audio effects rack. If you would like me to cover anything else in the future, mixing, mastering, production, sound design, how to make coffee, let me know in a comment below and I'll sort you out. All right, this has been Alex Subhuman here with United-POP Melbourne, and I'll catch you in the next one.